Oh, well. USC finally loses and gets exposed for who they really are. And so does Lincoln Riley, Mr. Offensive Mastermind, Lincoln Riley. And Heisman hopeful Caleb Williams, repeat Heisman season, goes down the drain after the 4-touchdown blowout loss to the one and only Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Congrats to Notre Dame on the much, much needed win after losing to Louisville and losing a nail biter close one in the final second to Ohio State. Now, from a USC perspective is where I want to talk about this is the quote-unquote USC show. USC owned every category over Notre Dame other than the turnover category. USC had more total yards, 332 to 231 or something like that. More first downs, 23 to 13. And they even held the ball longer. They won the time of possession. Almost 35 minutes to almost 25 minutes for Notre Dame. Whereas Notre Dame won the two important categories that you need to win, two of the most important categories that you need to win in order to win a football game. The turnover category. USC had 5 turnovers. 5. And Notre Dame had 0 turnovers. Notre Dame won the game, which is the other category that is super, super important, 48-20. Well, I'll tell you what, everyone out there, including myself, likes to say that Caleb Williams gifted Notre Dame 21 points. And in a sense, yeah, you did. Because your interceptions put Notre Dame in position to be able to score. Whether it's gave them a short field, whether it's your receiver can't hold on to the ball, which I do not count as an interception, but it is a turnover. The receiver can't hold on to the ball. It gets stripped and taken into the end zone for a touchdown. And, oh my Lord, USC special teams last night was abysmal. I mean, Price runs it back 99 yards for a touchdown. How do you give up a touchdown like that? He basically bounced to the outside and was off to the races. What on God's green earth gives you the idea and the illusion that that's any good? Caleb Williams threw 3 interceptions, had 1 touchdown. I believe he was 22 at 37. That sealed his fate to not win the Heisman this year. Now, yes, Caleb could still win the Heisman. It's not completely out of the woods yet for him not to win the Heisman or to win the Heisman. But there's a lot more work to be done now that you have lost the game. USC has been skidding by the skin of their teeth for the last 4 weeks. You barely beat Arizona State. That's a team that has bowl sanctions against them. They're trying just to have a good season. They're not eyeing for any kind of prize. You should have beat them by more than a touchdown. If you're defense was any kind of defense, you would have beat them by more than a touchdown. Colorado was taken behind the woodshed and chopped all up into many pieces. And then, because USC did not have any kind of defense in the second half, Colorado was able to march right back into the game and make it a game and what do we know? Colorado, if they had 5 more minutes, would have beat USC. And it's known fact because of the way the game was trending at the end of the game. Arizona at one point was up 17-0 on USC. 17-0. And we're talking about an Arizona team that's like 3-5 right now. A 3-5 squad. A team that is supposed to be the bottom of the barrel Pac-12 team. What is going on with USC? That's what we all said, because we all know if Arizona ran a better play in overtime, they probably end up winning the game. Now, we knew based on the amount of overtimes that game went into, it was going to be a point differential of 2 points. That being said, my honest thought is I think USC is trending in the direction that everybody currently thinks. USC is projected right now to get to 8-4, and that's the best they're going to do. I don't think that's their ceiling. I do think they probably lose another game at least. I think at minimum, their floor is 8-4. Their ceiling is about 10-2. I don't think that they will make the Pac-12 championship game this year. I think, as we'll get into in our Oregon and Washington shows, when I do release them in the coming days, I think that those two will rematch for the conference championship, because that seems to be the trend. USC has a lot to fix, a lot to work on, and I'll tell you what, I think it's about time that Alex Grinch moves on from USC. I think it's time for Lincoln Riley to stop having when it comes to that defense. He is dragging around too much weight. And now you're seeing it affect the offense, because that offensive line does not want to protect Caleb Williams. They can't block worth a dang. They cannot give Caleb time to actually sit in the pocket and make a decision and tear defenses apart. We are seeing the downfall of the current USC program. Now, is this a blimp? It's yet to be determined if this season is just a blimp in the radar, or blip in the radar. And if they can turn around, I think this will be the defining game. But as they said on the NBC graphic, Oregon is likely to beat them. Washington is likely to beat them. For whatever reason, Utah owns USC. They won the last 2 against SC. USC under Lincoln Riley can't beat Utah for whatever reason. But I do think that it is likely that this team does finish 8-4 based on the product that we currently see. If the product on the field improves, I can see inching closer and closer to the 10-2, 9-3 range. But I think right now, if you ask me what the season outlook for the USC Trojans would be, I would tell you 8-4. I don't see Utah losing to them. I don't see Washington losing to them. I don't see Oregon losing to them. I think they will finish 8-4. And Lincoln Riley, USC fans, I am not a USC or Lincoln Riley hater. Not really. I want USC to do good. I want to see USC do good. At some point, I was hoping that they would do good. The only thing I don't want to see is Caleb Williams win another Heisman, but that should be obvious why. But that's my thoughts on everything. Stay tuned for the rest of the week on the channel, as we will have more content coming out. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to Shady Sports Network. We are a big partner with them. And over there, we're at 950 followers. We are approaching steadily the 1,000 subscribers mark over on Shady. We just today hit 171 subs here on Buckeye Mike. So hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to all the channels, and hit the other buttons on the other channel. And we will see you next time, because we want to make this whole thing grow. We're a family here between our good buddies at Voice of College Football and our good buddies at Shady Sports Network. Let's all grow together. Thank you so much. We will see you next time. Leave your comments and thoughts down below. Tell me what you think about the USC Notre Dame game last night, and tell me what you think will be the season outlook for your beloved USC Trojans. Fight on, everybody. I know I've said it 3 times already, but peace out. I'm out. See you in the next